Hey guys, it's Hannah. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I am going to be planning out my March bullet journal spreads in my bullet journal. My theme for this month is greens and the rolling hills and castles of Ireland. If you guys are planning along with me, go ahead and grab your bullet journals and let's get right into it. First things first, I'm grabbing some water and watercolor paint, and I just decided to draw some hills at the bottom of the page, just some sketches. It really wasn't too difficult, and I think it ended up turning out really well. I'm really pleased with the colors I was able to mix and create, like the shades of green, and I did very abstract, very loose, simple watercolor painting because I'm not the best painter or artist, so I decided to keep it super simple and I really like how it turned out. After I got the hills to look the way that I wanted to, I went in with a really light gray color and started to shade the part where I will sketch the castle in a little bit. For some reason, whenever I pictured Ireland, I pictured castles on the hill, and probably because of Ed Sheeran's song Castle on the Hill, that's just what I envisioned, so that is what I tried to make come alive in this video and in this painting. And like I said, I'm not the best artist, so it is a little bit interesting, but I think it turned out pretty well and I'm happy with it. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys' theme for March is. I'm super curious to know if you guys are doing places in the world along with me, like places you want to travel, or if you're doing something completely different. I love the sense of community it brings when we all talk about our different bullet journal spreads and ideas. And if you guys have any ideas for where I should take my bullet journal in April, then please comment those down below as well. I always love looking through you guys' comments and responding to you guys. You guys are the best. For my quote, right above the castle, I wrote with my Tombow Funosuke hard tip brush pen, "If you don't imagine, nothing ever happens at all." On the right side of the cover page, I wrote in kind of an old-timey lowercase font March, and then I wrote out the calendar for the month of March. I also had the idea for the rolling hills of Ireland to have little shadows of sheep on the hills. I really like it. I think they look super cute, and they were really simple to draw. I just drew little specks clustered together, and I really do think they look like sheep, but you guys might think they look like something totally different, and that's okay because I didn't put much effort into them, but I still think they look pretty cute. Now I'm going in and shading in the castle and actually drawing the sketch of the castle on top of the gray watercolor that I painted. This just adds more definition and actually gives you the vision of the castle that I wanted, and I also really like this. For the calendar spread, I tried to recreate the shades of green that I used on the last page, and then I'm just painting some more rolling hills at the bottom of the page. I'm using a dark gray Tombow brush pen to outline the lettering at the top of the spread, and then I also use this same pen to outline all the boxes for my calendar. Once I have outlined all of the boxes for my calendar spread, I'm going in with my Pigma Micron 05 tip to write out the days of the week above each of the columns, and I tried to recreate the font I did on the front page, which is the really skinny, thin font lettering that looks kind of old-timey. I don't know, I really like it though, so I think it really adds a lot to the spread with the different fonts. Next, I went in with a green Crayola Super Tips marker at the top of each of the boxes. This is where I'm going to put each of the days of the month for March. For my quote page on the left here, I painted some more rolling hills at the bottom with some sheep on them, and then I wrote the song lyric, "Leaves the 99, because I really love that song. It's called Reckless Love by Corey Asbury, and it's about Jesus leaving everybody just to save that one sheep. And it's the idea that you will never be left behind. And I thought it was really beautiful, so I tried to recreate my vision of it in my head. For my next spread, it's my playlist spread. I just wrote music at the top. I started out with that dark gray Tombow brush pen and outlined some paper that looks like it's been torn on the edges. Again, really trying to keep that old theme throughout this spread. And then I went back in with the same big uppercase font and outlined that with the same pen. And then I go in with some Crayola Super Tips to write some letters down the scroll for different songs throughout the month that I really enjoy. Next is my vision board spread, and if you guys saw my last video, my February plan with me, you'll know that I mentioned that my printer was being super weird because it printed like white lines in the middle of my pages. Well, now my printer has officially gone rogue because these pictures were all supposed to have green in them, and it turned out to look kind of blue and green, and it just looks very interesting, but I think it ended up looking okay. It's definitely not the worst it could have been, so just bear with me the fact that there is no blue in this plan with me at all, except for when my printer went rogue here, as you can see. For this month, I printed out various pictures of castles and hills and hills and sheep in pens and fences, and I just think I really captured Ireland here, so I'm really happy with this vision board. Then I went in with my Crayola Super Tips with multiple green colors and created this very abstract look with the different circles and shapes, and then I wrote March Vision Board in between each of the spaces. For my week 1 weekly spread, I started out with outlining the top in the same dark gray Tombow dual brush pen, and then I went on to create 7 boxes for each of the days of the month. Here is a flip through of how all of my spreads turned out this month. I am so excited, guys. I really love how this turned out. If you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like down below and comment what your theme for March this year is, or if you guys have any ideas for what my theme should be for April this year, please let me know that as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all of the love you guys give me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.